Well, to start out, I'm going to share my story. Um, and in 1995, um, I had hit rock bottom. I, uh, I didn't know anywhere else to go except for Leeds. And just a quick story of two daughters. One had quit school and she was off with some guy living with him. Other daughter she was doing drugs and decided to run away. Husband and I were not getting along and had some other issues that tied in there. And it's like, okay, I'm out of here. I'm done. And husband was in the house. I was in an apartment above the garage. And I decided, well, I would just take a whole bunch of pills, all the pills that I have, and then this is just the funny part of the story, is I decided, well, I would get a whole bottle of Tylenol PM so I wouldn't feel anything. Pretty scary or something like that. So anyway, um, so by taking all that, I just laid down on my bed on my back, and I had a beautiful photograph of I guess it would be like God holding a beautiful child, and it was done in mosaic. And I had that on my chest, and then at some point just totally passed out. And so I have no idea in timing. Um, I know I was up there from very early morning until it got dark, but didn't remember timing too well. And at some point, and now realize I was totally out of it, totally unconscious. At one point, I felt something come under this arm. And remember, I'm on my back, and somebody come under this arm, and they turned me over so I could get rid of, I can use the word vomit there in a second, so I could get rid of some of that stuff, pulled me back, and so I wouldn't aspirate, that word. And so after that, I guess hours went by, and I started coming to, and the room was just spinning. It was just spinning, and I I tried to close my eyes so I wouldn't feel that, and it's like, oh my God. Okay, number one, I made it through. I was angry. Number two, I don't know what to do at this point. So again, came under one arm, came under the other arm, lifted me to standing, which I forget the room was spinning. There was no way I could have stood. And walked me across the room and down some stairs and walked me across a driveway to the house where the husband was. And it took me just until a month ago of knowing that I was going to share this that I could actually see them. And this was in 1995. And I knew that I had felt them, but I had never seen them. And I now remember as they were walking me across the driveway that I could see, they were holding me, but I could see these whips. They were just translucent and multicolored. I remember that because I'm an artist. That was like really cool. Multicolored. And I could see faces, but I was faced that way, and they were this way, but somehow I could see faces. And in those faces were the most unconditional love I had ever seen. I mean, it was one of those heart ones that wasn't just a face. It was deep, just deep unconditional love. And the way that I felt in their presence was deeply unconditionally loved. That I just felt the support, the um, was just so many feelings I was getting from them. But the unconditional love is the biggest. And once I got out of the hospital, um, it hit me that they, in their unconditional love, there was absolutely no judgment of me whatsoever. None. No judgment. And in many teachings in our, I don't know, if it's maybe the United States, but it could be a lot of other places, that if you do something like that, you're going to go to hell. You're definitely not, quote unquote, loved by God, and God is done with you. And I knew at that point that was not true at all. I mean, God loved me totally, angels loved me totally, archangels, ascended masters, I was totally loved, not judged whatsoever. And that was really the first time in my life that I didn't feel alone. And I had always felt alone all my life. And I knew I wasn't alone from that moment on. And that was just a life changer. Um, so that was my experience. I didn't want to go deep into exactly what happened through all that, but I did want to let you know about the angels. And knowing that they're just constantly with us, because at other times, even though John wanted to come one up me, it was so cute. But I've seen them at other times. I've experienced them at other times. This morning I called them in, and I say called them in, but they're always with us. But I called them in to show themselves so I could share this morning. And they, oh again, multicolored, love it. And they just kind of whisked around me. And then as they whisked around me, they also kind of went through me. And like I was just a light body, well, in a light body, and that I was just energy. And so at that point, I became an angel. So there was no separation, which I thought was very cool. So that's what they showed me this morning, which was very neat. I need to talk slower. And then what happened after that was, can you hear me okay? Yeah. I love your talk. It's very pretty. Yes, I'm going to talk very slow now. So I wanted to share a message from the angels. This came through about a week ago, but as you know, as I'm sharing with you, probably most of you know, they're always with us. They're constantly with us. But I asked them just to share something. And I also realized, because I talked to a girlfriend a couple of days ago, she said, oh God, I wish I had that experience. And I'm totally not different than anybody at all. And that we all get these experiences, but what was your name, sir? What's your name? My name's Leon. Yeah, Leon. That Leon and I have talked about that you never know what form they're going to come in. You just don't know. And that we all are experiencing it. But we just, maybe it's happening in different ways and we just don't know. So, a message from the angel. We are always with you, enfolding you with our wings of light and unconditional love. We walk with you, never leaving your side. Talk to us. If you need guidance about something or assistance with an opportunity in your life, reach out to us. We're always here for you. Some ways you can hear us is to be still. Come into the present moment, unless, of course, you're in crisis. You may experience us through a thought or a feeling. We may speak our guidance through a person's words or through the lyrics of a song. We may come through a dream or from a book you have been guided to read. You may actually hear our voice speaking to you. And you find yourself in a class or a gathering, and you will get your answer then. Another way is to write to us. And write us a letter and ask us to give you the guidance you are asking for. Ask us to write you back. If you're in a crisis, know that we are there with you. We may even appear in human form, as we have many times on this earth. Watch for us in your daily lives. You will see signs that we are there. Just know that you are never alone. And then a quote from Dr. Wayne Dyer that I love. If you knew who walked beside you at all times on the path that you have chosen, you could never experience fear or doubt again. Just like that. That's so cool. So what I'm wanting to do now, I wanted to share this really cool. I had to write this down. Okay, driving here, through the beautiful mountains, which is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm just going, whoa, look at that one, whoa, look at that one, all this clouds way up there. And I come around a bend, and I see one cloud. There's no other clouds anywhere else, and it's big, and it was a unicorn. I mean, a perfect unicorn. The head, the horn, I could see the mouth, I could see what's that thing called, nose. I could see that, I could see the legs, the chest, the tail, all of it. It was like right there. It was just the coolest thing. And that was just a way that my angels were coming through to me. Just a little weird note. I do have a unicorn, and her name is Beatrice. So I was told that through a channel, and I thought, oh, it's fun. So I just wanted to share it. That's how my angels showed up. And so, could you pass those out? Okay. What I'm going to pass out is a copy of this, and then also some cards that were shared with me like 5 years ago that I absolutely love, and they're by Mario Dugan, called Messages of Life. And I pick one of these like every day or every other day, and they talk to me exactly what I needed to know. So what I did this morning was, and of course I didn't know who was going to be here or how many people, but over each one I said, okay, what do you want to share with this person? And what do you want to share with this person? Then they pick the card, and I put it on the paper. What do you want to share with this person? They pick the card. So each card that you have is speaking directly to you. That will speak to your heart in some way. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to read those cards. Everybody read there? I would love it if some of you would share the message that you got. You maybe don't need to read it, but what message did you get? Oh, I can't hear through this guy. Oh, those people. I got them. Those out here. Okay. Anybody? Come on, some people share, because what you share is really going to touch somebody else's heart today. Like I said, they are picked exactly for you, but they're also picked for this whole congregation. So, Leon.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Yes, you spoke about the angels and how the guidance. Do you see the angel as a messenger of God? Let me clarify the word God, meaning power, or anything along that line.
Yes, yes, I do. Yes. Would you like to read yours or just share what that spoke to you?
Well, uh, I spoke here 2 weeks ago, and something happened to me that changed my life. And, I like to think it was from God, or how good same thing to me. And I spoke about how I was sent down to Peru, where I've been living for the past 20 years. And so I just thought I'd ask you about that.
That is really cool because yes, I've had quite a few people, and me going to India, and me going to Fiji, I would have never, and John of God, I would have never, that wasn't me, thinking that.
If you don't mind me saying something else, do you see what happened to you as a, when you out asking God, even consciously yourself, again, you the broad definition of God. Do you see that as God working for you? That you were at this point where you were in despair and anger was coming to you. Do you see that as God or uh,
I do now. I didn't then.
did you actively beseech his higher power or ask for any help along the line?
At that time?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so it's when we least expect it.
Yes, totally. Because I was out. I was actually pretty angry at them for a while, but then I became very grateful. But yeah, and they also told me years later, I had actually kind of forgotten about it. It came in and out of my memory and the feeling of it. But they actually told me, your work is not done. It was not time for you to leave. You have work to do. You have work to do on this thing. And so now, since then, I can really see that, but not at this time. Yeah, thanks for that. Somebody said, thank you, Bill.
Why not? Okay, that's right.
What, you tried to do this?
Yeah.
What a family this is.
I've always been kind of an analytical, scientific thinker. Right now, I'm reading the book that's really deeply scientific. But the idea is, to me, that's the path of truth. So, in that mindset, when I look back at my life, the reality that angels have entered in and saved my life is not a statement necessarily of some kind of decision type faith, but it's simply logical. There's
when something happens that is so unlikely, that'll shake you up. But when it happens 7 or 8 times in your life, you look back and you say it's illogical to think that I am still alive without divine intervention. And that's where I sit right now. Is if I were to go back and count them, there is at least 7 times that there's no reason by logical thinking that I should still be here on the planet. I really go, because you're in the same position. There are a couple of times, I mean, I could sit back and say, well, this time, I should have been dead, but I didn't die. So that's one type of experience. But the other one is where there was someone that came and intervened. And I think I shared one of them that's one is when I was, actually both of them were when I was at the very bottom, I was sitting at the bottom of addiction. And one of them was similar to yours, you know, I was like, yes, I was still myself. And the weird thing is I have no memory. I have a memory of the event, but it wasn't an attempt to kill myself as I remember. There was a bell tower, a really old bell tower that was being renovated in the church where I was at, was working. And I just worked myself to death, quite literally. And I remember being underneath that bell tower, explaining with the rope, just moving around, and but not putting it over my head or anything, right? And later, someone said, I came up to you when you were hanging from the rope. And I had to physically pick you up and lift you off of it, pull it off your head. But I don't remember this individual coming at all. That person was an angel. And another time, I believe I shared this with a woman came, just a few weeks after that, came because she wanted to do an article, a newspaper article about what I was doing in this reservation town. And honestly, she was really doing all this wonderful stuff, but she didn't realize that I was working myself into the church. And she stayed there for about 3 days. And in that time, she changed my life with the things she said. Because I was ready to have a therapy to do it again. But after that, I won't forget the things that she said, the lessons that I learned from her. And several years later, I wanted to contact her through the newspaper and tell her how important she was. And it was because of her that I got into recovery. And when I called the newspaper and, you know, they didn't come in, she was calling down the article, and I still have a copy of it. And the newspaper said we had never in the history of the newspaper had anyone who's been close to that time. What you don't have to provide, you don't have to. Okay. Technology.
Yeah, but not, you know, I just don't really, I think most of us think, well, I'm too old. I'm too old for that. I got a thing with but I think my opinion, you'll find me that that's what is in power. You got to use it. You got to use it. And, I think the people would agree that it's true with all, there's no age limit on when the aim condition. Would you agree with that?
Oh, yeah, totally.
And I think we should just look at on ourselves and we say, I'm too old for that, because we're told that all the time. We're told that you're old, but your time is past, not. And I think that you've got so much to offer that I just have this feeling, I've been many meetings, reference to you, I guess, Lady King, she's an influence, she provided me the time, and this opportunity to speak to you. But I feel that you've got so much to offer the world that you don't be limited to yourself. That angel or God or the infinite wisdom is not for you, Bill. I think you're about to reach another plateau as far as I'm concerned on what we talk about this week. And,
Thank you.
I'm gonna be the homework. The homework, the part. So this morning I was thinking about, Tuesday's the first anniversary of my best friend's death. And I was trying to think about creating a grieving ceremony, a way to release that sort of grief that I could use, because my father has also got congestive heart failure, so I know I'm gonna be dealing with that probably next year, maybe less. And, plus, on Tuesday, I'm driving back down to Florida, and then weekend will be my brothers and sisters and I, our way back down to my dad's house to continue emptying it out, because he's moved into memory care and his wife has moved into assisted living. And it's a lot of stress on everybody. It's only been 2 weeks that she's been in assisted living, and she's struggling with it. So that's what's on my mind these days, and this is my part. Everything changes. But it also is giving me a clue on how to be an angel in my life by telling me a soft light radiates from my heart. It illuminates those around me and transforms every situation I encounter. I maintain a positive attitude in spite of any difficulties I may perceive. No matter the circumstances, I remain a source of true joy. Everything changes when it is bathed in the light of the divine.
Wow. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for sharing that. Oh my goodness.
I got this.
Yeah, she was more successful than you.
You can't go and gag it, you have to let it all go. So my heart is a door to the infinite. And my heart center, there is a door that leads to the infinite. Together, I live in my heart center and open that door. As I enter, I experience a deep sense of serenity, and I understand that I am eternal, I am indestructible. From here I can see beyond my life challenges to the higher level of my existence. I know now that my inner life is infinite.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I don't know if I feel to read about that.
Thank you so much.
All right. Any day. I just want to say something. I know for a fact we got angry always, all the time. I had it, think if I didn't even like to look for it, and I could see it, didn't understand it. Until my mother was dying, in my life at that time, wanted to keep my mother, we knew she was dying, we took her home, because she got home like we wanted to. My grandmother was a Christian Science teacher. I, you listen to them, listen to what they say, but you don't really understand yourself. My mother's dying. We just got this cleaned up, and I took this green clothes and put them in the wash machine. My wife screamed, doesn't know, I mean, it's crazy. Said, you gotta come in here right now. When I came around the corner in my mother's room, it was filled with gold dust like I've never seen all over.
Wow. Oh, man.
The minute my mother died, they disappeared. So I know my grandmother comes at their home. And from that day forward, I haven't, when I see an angel, I know it's an angel. I see one of them all the time. I live in one. But
That was good. Good to say.
no, really, I'm so glad I see things now that I thought when I was one boy didn't understand it. And I'm so thankful. I know my mom said lesson in November when I was 5 years old. And I was at the driveway watching my son, my mother said, drive away. And I was crying, but I saw Jesus looking down at me and saying, it's all right. And I thought it was just something. I didn't know what it was. You know, when you're 5 years old, you don't really understand things. But I can see that today, that it was right here. So we're all blessed to have angels and just got those for them. They're there. So, I just want to let you know.
Thank you. That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Oh, my God, it's a little bit weird.
This is actually a ridiculous story. The content makes me nervous about it. I got a feeling ticket one time here. And court over here. The roads and roads and roads of attention. Full attention. And I'm sitting there and there's one more sheet. And I'm sitting there and my stomach's churning and I'm sitting and I'm nervous wreck. Because I don't do this thing. And I'm sitting there tormenting myself and this most beautiful voice of the book is young lady. Yeah, that's it. And she started talking to me. And I'm not on the court. And she's talking to me. And my son saw Rosie get up and laugh on the wall. She's laughing back to me. And I'm figuring out what I'm going to say to the ADA. And my turn comes, and I turn around and I said, look. I went up and said to the ADA. And he said, oh, well, she's on business in charge. Oh my God. And I went out. And I went to the elevator. Pushed me up on the elevator. And that girl behind me. How did she get through that? It's impossible. So, you know, we rode the elevator down. Walked up the sidewalk. I thought I had it in the sidewalk. And my daughter's sitting in. So we got to the car. And I said goodbye to the girl. And I said, thank you, 17. It's really hectic time. And she walked out behind the car. Joy, did you see that girl out there? I said, you walk up behind her. She didn't walk back up there. How quick that fast. And the bail is turning up. Things out the motorcycle shop. The next day, I went to the motorcycle shop. And as you remember talking to me in court, excuse me, There's a number of girls that's not next to you. You should have another street next to you, honey. You can stay, you still square, because you're in the and that's better, yeah. They haven't been square.
You, thank you.
Thank you, John. Well, well,
Before we close, since it's Christmas and holidays, that's just shocking. That I would like to read, I want to share with you that this, my first name is Margaret. Margaret George Powell, Christmas 1961. And this Bible has gone around with me at every move that I have done, and but I've never read it. And it's like, Mom was saying, okay, time to read. So I'm reading from this Bible, very careful that it doesn't fall apart. Okay, Luke 1:26. And in the 6th month, the angel Gabriel, of course, he's archangel, was sent from God into the city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph, of the house of David, and the virgin's name was Mary. And the angel came in unto her, and said, Hail, thou art highly favored, the Lord is with thee, blessed art thou among women. And when she saw him, she was troubled with his saying, and cast into her mind what manner of salutation this should be. And the angel said unto her, Fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with God. And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb, and bring forth a son, and shalt call his name Jesus. And 32, and then chapter 2. I haven't read the Bible in a long time either. It's kind of cool. Chapter 2, verse 6. And so it was that while they were in the days, the days were accomplished that she should deliver. And she brought forth a firstborn son, wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came unto them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not. Love that. I would just say fear not, over and over throughout the Bible. Behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. Okay, I wanted to share those. And then one more thing, and then I'll finish. This is from A Course in Miracles, and I studied A Course in Miracles. This Christmas, give to God everything that will hurt you. Let yourself be healed completely, that you may join with Him in healing. And let us celebrate our release together by releasing everyone together.
wow. Thank you, Peter.
Oh, you are welcome. This is great. Thank you, all of you. This is great. I love it. I love my family, even though you live far away.